Today I'm going to show you how to make this square with a little star 3D effect in the middle. It's very nice square to use for a baby blanket or for a baby pillow or something like that. If you make it in a soft pink or a soft blue, pastel blue, it will really look nice. Or if you make it in this white and you put a blue or pink ribbon in between the squares, it will look very nice. Now what you're going to need for this is you're going to need some 4-ply wool. I use the Mirage 4-ply, but you can use the baby yarn for a baby blanket. You're going to need a size 3.5 crochet hook. You're going to need an embroidery needle to work away your ends or to work your squares together. And you're going to need your scissors. I'm going to tell you right at the end of this video how to work the squares together without using this embroidery needle. Let's get started. We're going to start with a slip stitch. And then make 12 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, and then make a slip stitch right there in the beginning stitch to make your ring, like so. The next row we start with the chain 1, but it doesn't count as your first stitch, and then I'm going to make 16 single crochet stitches in this ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4. For the next row, we're going to start with 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3 plus 2, and then we're going to start with our double crochet puff stitches. We made our slip stitch in that one. We're going to skip the next stitch and we're going to start with our 5 double crochet puff stitch in the next one. Yarn over needle, pull through, 2. Yarn over needle through the stitch, take yarn, pull through, 2. Keep the last one on, that's number 2. Yarn over through the stitch, take your yarn, pull through, 2. That's number 3, number 4, and number 5. Then take your yarn, pull through all the stitches, and there's your puff stitch. Now the next we're going to make 2 chain, 1 and 2. Then we're going to make a double crochet stitch in the next stitch. So in that one we're making a normal double crochet stitch. Chain 2 again, 1 and 2, and another 5 puff stitch in the next one. So yarn over, pull through 2, keep the last one on, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Take yarn, pull through all of them. Chain 2, that one is in that stitch. in the next stitch is normal stitch, normal double crochet stitch, chain 2 again, and then your puff stitch again. We're going to continue until we get to the end, where we're going to make a slip stitch in the 3rd chain. When I'm done with my 8 puff, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, I'm only going to make 1 chain, and I'm going to make a single crochet stitch in the 3rd chain of the where we started, and then we are in the middle of this one here. So the next row, I'm going to start with 3 chain, which will be my first double crochet stitch, 1 2 3, and then 3 chain stitches, 1 for the top, 1 2 3, and then I'm going to make a double crochet stitch in the 2 chain space, in the next chain space, which is that one here where we started, right there. Then we're going to make 3 chain stitches, 1 2 and 3, and I'm going to make a double crochet stitch in the next chain space, right there. 3 chain, 1 2 3, and there's your next chain space, a double crochet. So that is what we're going to do this entire row, 3 chain stitches and a double crochet in each and every 2 chain space that you've got here. I made a slip stitch in the 3rd chain that we made right there in the beginning of this row. The next one, we're going to make 1 chain, which will count as your first single crochet stitch. Then in each and every chain space, we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches, 1 2 3, and then 1 single crochet on the double crochet stitch of the previous row, so there, and then 3 in the chain space, 1 2 3, and 1 on the double crochet stitch of the previous row. We're gonna go right around this row until we get to the end. Okay, I made a slip stitch in that chain that we made in the beginning of this row. The next row, we're gonna also start with 1 chain. And now we're only gonna work in the back loop of the stitches. And we're gonna make a single crochet stitch in the next 3. So in the back loop only, 1 2 and 3, and now we're on the single crochet stitch that you made on the double crochet stitch. Now in this next one, we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches in the 1. So 1 only in the back loop, 2 3, and then in the next 3 we're just going to work in the back loop, single crochet stitches, 1 2 and 3, and we're back on the double crochet stitch here, that and on the single crochet stitch that we made on the double crochet stitch, and we're going to make 3 in that stitch. 1 2 and 3, and we're going to continue with this until we get to the end of this row. The next row, we're going to start with a chain, And we're still only going to work in the back loop. We're going to make single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then in the next one we're going to make 3 only in the back loop. 1, 2, 3. Then in the next 5 back loops we're going to make single crochet stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 in the next one, only back loop. 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're going to continue with 5 single crochet stitches in the back loop, 3, 5, 3, until we get to the end. The next row we're also going to start with a chain, and then also still in the back loop in the next 5 single crochet stitches we're going to make a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 in the next one, only back loop. 1, 2, and 3. Then for the rest of this row we're going to make a single crochet stitch in the back loop of the next 7, and then 3 in the next one. So it's 1, only back loop, remember, only back loop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3 in the next one, back loop. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to carry on for the rest of the row. The next row we'll also start with a chain and then single crochet in the back loop of the next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, then 3 in the next stitch, back loop. 1, 2, 3. Now for the rest we're going to go and make single crochet stitches in the back loops of the next 9, and then 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then 3 in the next stitch. And that's what we're going to do for the rest of the row until we get to the end. 1, 2, and 3. So for the next row, we're going to start with a chain and then single crochet in the back loop of the next 7. So only in the back loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 3 in the next one, back loop only. 1, 2, 3. Then for the rest, it's 11 stitches, back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and then 3 in the next one. 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're going to continue until we get to the end of this row. Okay, so now this next row we're going to make the loops. Now to do that, we're going to make slip stitches in the next 5 back loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then in the last 3, we're going to make normal single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. In the next one, 3 single crochet stitches only in the back loop. 1, 2, and 3. Now in the next 3 single crochet stitches in the back loop. 1, 2, and 3. Now in the next 7 stitches, we're gonna skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then there's 3 left on that side. So you're gonna make the pleat backwards like that. You're gonna take your work and you're gonna make the pleat backwards so that the last 3 stitches on this side, not the corner one, the last 3, you're just gonna go on there. So in that one, a single crochet stitch, back loop only. There you go. Then you've got your loop on your pleat on the back side. And then we're going to continue with the next two. No, wait. Just make sure you do it in the third last one. And not, I made it down the wrong one. So what? 1, 2, 3 in that one. You can see this one here is the corner stitch where we're going to make 3 in. So 1, 2, 3 in that third one. You're going to make your single crochet stitch. One, 2, 3, and then 3 in the corner. 1, 2, 3. And then you can see your loop is to the back. There's your loop on the back. Let's do that again on this side. In the back loop, 3 single crochet stitches in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to skip this next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in that last one, in that one there, you're going to make a single crochet. Make your pleat to go to the back, and then 3. And 3 in the corner. 1, 2, and 3. So there's your 2. And when your pleat is to the back, this pleat is coming up, and that's what we want. You're going to continue around, and when you get to the last one here where you made the slip stitches, I'll show you what to do. I'll see you then. Okay, we're here at the last round where we made the slip stitches here. Now we're just going to make normal the 3 single crochet stitches here at the back loop. 1, 2, 3. Now we already made the 3 single crochet stitches on this side. There they are. Let's just see there. 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna make a slip stitch in that first single crochet stitch there. Just a slip stitch. There you go. And now you can cast off. And you can work away your end. And that is how your granny square is coming along. Just take that away. If you put it down, you can see that it's got your pleats all around. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to join again. And you've got your work with the right side facing you. And we're going to join this at the back here. In that very first one here. So you're going to go through those 2 and you're going to go through those 2 and you're going to join there. With a chain stitch. I'm going to go take it through. Come on now. And make a chain stitch to join. Now in that very same stitch, we're going to make a single crochet stitch, which will count as your first one. And then in the next 3 stitches also, you're going to go through those 2 and through the back stitches, and that's your second one. So in total there will be 4. Then in that one there, your last one, that one, and that one, through all 4 of them loops, pull through, single crochet stitch, and then in that last stitch there, the last one there, we're going to make a single crochet stitch. There you go. Now we're going to make 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go to the next one, and we're going to do exactly the same thing, single crochet stitches in the 4 stitches that we've got there. So there's your first one, go through both loops and go through both loops and make your single crochet stitch. 1, 2, 3, and your last one, 4. 3 chain, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go all around, do it until we get to the very first ones here, and you're going to make a slip stitch in your first chain, first single crochet stitch that you made here. Okay, so this is how it looks now on the right side of your work. You can see it's got its shape now because we made this row, and then the back side, it also got a unique pattern. Okay, so the next row is just an easy row. We're going to make 1 chain. Oh, I made them already. 1 chain, and in the same space we're going to make our first single crochet stitch, but we're only going to work this row again in the back loops, and the whole this next row is just single crochet stitches. So in the back loop, this is number 2 and number 3, and that is number 4. Only back loop. In your 3 chain space, we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to continue on the next 4 back loop only of your stitch, single crochet stitches. I'm going to go right around. I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so before we start with our next row, we're going to put some stitch markers in where we're going to make that 3 single crochet stitches in 1 stitch. So we're going to make a chain, and then we're going to start with 3 in the next stitch there. So I'm going to make 1 there. Then you're going to count 4 of these gaps, your chain spaces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next single crochet stitch that we've got after the 4th chain space there, we're going to put a stitch marker there. That is where you're going to make your next 3 chain in 1 space. Then we're going to count 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in that next single crochet stitch we're going to make 3. So we'll put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. In your very next one there, we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches in the next stitch, and it should be 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to start there. Okay, we've got our stitches now. So, and when you're done, okay, let me start here before I continue. So we're going to make 1 chain, and then in that same stitch we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And then once you've done with that, you can put your stitch marker in the second one you made, because we're going to need this in our next row. Then you're going to continue with single crochet stitches in the back loop of the stitches only. All the way until you get to your next stitch marker. Okay, I'm almost there at our next one. So in this next one that we've got here, take our stitch marker out and make 3 single crochet stitches in the back loop of the next one. 1, 2, and 3. Place your stitch marker in the second one that you made. It's just going to make the next row easier for you. Okay, and we're going to continue until we get to the end where we're going to make a slip stitch. Okay, the next row we're going to start with 4 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will count as your first stitch. Then in the next one we're going to make a treble, so it's twice around your needle, only in the back loop of the stitches, this entire row as well. You're going to make your treble, and then another one in the next stitch, only in the back loop, a treble stitch. Then in the next 3 stitches we're going to make double crochet stitches, back loop only, so 3, 1, 2, 3. And then the next 3 we're going to make half double crochet stitches, back loop only. 1, 2, and 3. The next 13 stitches will be single crochet stitches in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, and 13. So 13 single crochet stitches. Now we're going to do what we did right there in the beginning, but just in reverse. We're going to start with 3 half double crochet stitches in the next 3 back loop only. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to make 3 double crochet stitches, back loop only, 1, 1, come on, 2, 2, and 3, and then we're gonna make 3 treble stitches. Now when you make your 3, 1, 2, 3 treble stitches, let's make our 3 treble stitches. Okay, so when you make your 3 trebles, your third one will be where your stitch marker is. So then you know it works out perfectly. So let's make our first one. 1, 2, and you can take out this one because it works out. Come on now. And your third one in that one there. And there you go. And that is the first bone of your square. Now 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to start now with the next side in the same stitch as you made your first one, as you made your first treble there. So in that same stitch, this is going to be your corner. So this is your first of your 3 trebles. Now you're going to make 3 trebles, 1, 2, the next one back loop only, and 3, then 3 double crochet stitches in the next 3 back loops, 1, 2, 3, 3 half double crochet stitches, 1, 2, and 3, and then 13 single crochet stitches in the back loop only. And then you're going to do this again. You're going to continue with this until you get to the end, and then you're going to make a slip stitch in the 4th chain that you made right in the beginning. Okay, so to end this row, after you made your last treble there in the same stitch as your chain stitches, you're going to make 1 chain stitch and then a half double crochet stitch in the 3rd chain that you made right in the beginning. And that is so that we can get our yarn in the middle of this space. Okay, so now if you look, you can see that you're in the middle of this one. Now we're going to make 1 chain stitch, which will not count as your first one, and then in this half double crochet stitch that we made right here, we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Then another single crochet stitch in this space. And now you're going to make single crochet stitches all the way through until you get to the next chain space, where you're going to make one single crochet stitch in the first chain, 3 single crochet stitches in the second, and another one in the third one. Okay, I'm here in the corner where we're going to make a single crochet in the first chain, and then 3 in the next chain. 1, 2, and 3, and then another single crochet in the next chain stitch there. And this is how you're going to make all your corners. Now, single crochet, remember, work in the back loop only of your stitches. Okay, so when you're done, you can cast off and you can work away your ends, and then you're done with your square. When you make now more blocks for a baby blanket, you can work the blocks together with little squares, where you're gonna go 3 chain or double crochet chains, skip 1, and then a double crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, and then you can work a ribbon through it to give it a nice feeling. But that is how it looks now. On the back, it looks like this, and this is in the front. I hope you enjoy my videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel to see more ideas and more projects that I'm doing. They are quite nice, and I hope to see you next time.